one of the live stream for the weekend. And of course, as this is the second one, yes, we are very motivated, TG, for for the analysis for Elliott Wave after this longer trip and long holiday. So yes, we're gonna see what's going on today. Basically, we saw some movement as expected yesterday, so it's nice to see what we're gonna have next and what it might be the next movement. So let's welcome you first, and yeah, TG, a live stream every day. Keep it up, man. Yes, of course. I mean, at least in the weekends, I would love to do it, of course, since everyone also is basically not so much busy as well. So that would be great for the live stream. And yeah, we're gonna take a look also at a total two. Okay, we can see this. I think this is a capital market, basically. I'm not sure, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see it in confluence with Bitcoin, therefore, and FET and WIF. So let's put WIF in the special request. Here we go. FET is already there, of course, with a pleasure. Prashnil Karan. Hello, KG. Could you please do Sol? Yes, Sol is already there. And Sai. Okay, let's see Sai as well. We're gonna see this one. Osbert, nice to see you, man. KG, welcome back, my friend. And can we have take a look at virtuals, which is already there, and also SPX 6900. Here we go. Yeah, we're gonna see this too. RF AAVE, very interesting. AAVE is also one of the coins that we would like to always analyze as well. Well, not basically on YouTube, but on X it is much more often. But yeah, we might, of course, bring it to our live stream analysis. Here we go. Let's start with a Bitcoin. Welcome, everyone. So I didn't forget anyone. Okay, perfect. So 1, 2, 3, basically where we are looking right now to this wave 3. Potentially we have start with it here internally where you have, of course, 1, 2, 1, 2. That because, of course, you might have here double 1, 2. But what I don't like here on the 15-minute chart, despite that it looks like an impulse, yeah, this one here, I don't like it that it didn't took the high. Yeah, so if you have 1, 2, another 1, 2, this is lower. And therefore, of course, I'm starting to, what if that this is a wave 2 here, ABC, and we have 1, 2 here, only a second one here. And then you start, of course, with this impulse toward the upside. Because anyway, multiple 1, 2s here is becoming very overwhelming, I would say. Yeah, so I don't believe that it might be like several 1, 2s like this. Now, definitely we have here a diagonal, which is a wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 to finish wave 3. And then you have double 1, 2, or only 1, 2, I would say. Because I don't like, again, this wave 1 here lower than this one. So I would prefer to bring it, of course, as a W, X, and a Y potentially here inside this corrective wave 2. Yeah, so as 1, W, X, and a Y wave 2, having big wave 1 here as a diagonal, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave 3, 4, 5, and then 4 and a 5. To reach, of course, the 110K, this target is still there, but don't forget, again, the blue box has been taken. Good afternoon, MT. Welcome, brother. So, as you can see, the blue box has been taken. As I mentioned, this blue box, because, of course, it gets simply the high. In case that you are looking for something higher in 3 ways for a wave Y, so we have to be careful, guys. If this turns into a correction 3 ways, and that because, of course, of this several kind of like sideways 1, 2s. But yeah, if it turns into something corrective, we have to be careful from a wave Y. If we move now impulsive toward the downside, if we start to see kind of like an impulse, that might be, of course, something bearish. Yeah, so we have to be careful. MT, we'll look into our beloved JASMY. Yes, sure. With a pleasure, buddy. Here we go. JASMY. Yes. Yeah, so this is the thing right now that we have to really be careful with it because it might be, of course, turning into bearish, as we mentioned, in a wave Y. Unless, of course, we would like to see continuation simply toward the upside, finishing those 1-2s, right? Because this wave Y, by the way, right now it can be a kind of like a wave A here, and then you have like a wave B and the wave C kind of like, yeah, this impulse maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. So you still need 4 and a 5 to finish at least a wave 3. Yeah. So I would say even the wave Y can still have a little bit higher here. This is a wave Y that it can be finished here because you have an A, B, and a C. The wave C has to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish the wave C in a wave Y. If you are in a wave 3, you would like to see, of course, continuation for 5Y because you have 1, 2 here. Yeah, 1, 2, and therefore this is considered wave 3. You have wave 4, you have wave 5 for a wave 3. Okay, and after this, we are looking still, of course, for a wave 4 and a 5. This wave 4, of course, belongs to this 1, 2. Okay. RF, we already put AAVE, buddy. So we're gonna do AAVE. Yes. Or I already received your message. No worries. Okay, so yeah, so this is the things right now that I'm looking for. I would like to see, of course, higher prices. One more leg even toward the upside would be preferable. Yeah, this is not a finished. In case this is an impulse, by the way, it should not be taking also this level here. So let's put this is kind of like confirmation of bearish. Okay, so invalidation of bullish here, and yes, we're dropping even very fast right now. Oh, we start the impulse, probably. Let's see internally. Okay. Well, not really yet. I mean, still, it can be a wave C. Okay, it can be a wave C. But if we take, of course, this this invalidation of bullish, I would say be careful with it. It might be, of course, a confirmation for bearish. All right. So yeah. Okay, so basically this is for Bitcoin. This is what happened in Bitcoin today, and also based on our analysis yesterday and for the indicators that we had today as well. All right, so Illusion Trades, welcome. Yes, I'm doing well, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I hope you're doing well and that you are enjoying the weekend as well, all of you guys. I just came from a walk outside a little bit just to catch some sun, some energy, and come back to the stream as well. Yeah, so this is for Bitcoin. Let's see something else. Let's move to, I think total 2, right? Was the thing. Yes, let's see total 2. Total 2 is, yeah, crypto total market capital, yes. All right, so let's see this one, the capital market, okay. That is a huge impulse. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, but it looks like this one, this wave 1 looks a little bit weird, of course, as an expanding kind of like diagonal, but we cannot deny that this is definitely a wave 1. You see, sometimes, yeah, it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But definitely it is a wave 1. Why? Because you got already a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, right? So, yeah, we cannot deny that this is a wave 1 and wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a major one, right? So this is a major count here. But let's check a little bit the eligibility here of those impulses. Do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and a C? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let's do this in a smaller one. Okay, so it looks fine. The wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The only issue that I see here also that definitely you took the 886. Interesting. Here we go. And I think the gap is very, very small here. Even, did we took the low? Oh, okay. I have to take it from here. I'm just trying to see. Yes, okay. So that is a very small, tiny gap. You took the 886, which is normally doesn't work really like always like an impulse, but you know, it's a guideline. This is This is one of the example. Yeah, 1, 2, taking the 886, moving impulsively. Okay, but it's a guideline. Don't forget, guys, it's not a rule. So basically, I would say that you have finished an impulse here. And when you have finished an impulse, meaning we have finished probably here a wave 1 or a wave A, right? So you are looking right now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the upside. Here we go. Or an ABC, right? So A, B, and a C. And in this case scenario, you're looking, of course, for a correction. Now, would this correction be enough here to say that, okay, we're done, we're continuing toward the upside? It can be, guys. It can be, because anyway, you're looking here at ABC finished. And what we have already here, well, we have kind of like an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's very clear. Okay, we're gonna read this. But basically here, also this doesn't look like a wave 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it can be a diagonal. Let's go to the lower time frame in the daily to see it better. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it can be diagonal. Here we go. This is a wave 1 here, potentially having this as a wave 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. All of them are zigzags. Wave 2 not taking the low, but just taking the 886, as you can see. Here we go. Okay. All right. So therefore, this is your 1, 2 here. Definitely, you have another impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correction 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. We need to put the count because it becomes a little bit overwhelming. So mini gray here. We're gonna will have a white here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, the problem also with this one can be, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, this is a zigzag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a diagonal again. Here we go, another diagonal for the wave 1. Here we go, ABC for the wave 2, 3, 4 without invalidation. Wave 4 is very shallow in time, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wave 5. Okay, it's an impulse. Despite that it looks like a zigzag, ABC, it looks also very good impulse. I'm gonna show you exactly here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, ABC, wave 3, wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish, of course, this impulse toward the upside. So don't forget, time is always guideline and not a must. It's not a rule, okay? And therefore, we can definitely accept here this wave 4 short in time, okay? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, okay, we still have therefore one more 1, 2. That's it. One more 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a bracket here. Here we go. Yeah, so if we are impulsive here, that means you're still looking for a wave 5. The wave 5 right now, let's move even internally. Okay, are you impulsive here or not? Definitely diagonal again, and when you see a diagonal as a wave 1, therefore, of course, an impulse. Okay, wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, let's put this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. What's wrong with the dogs of the neighbors? I hope that it's not sound. It doesn't sound in the micro, guys. But the dog of the neighbor is going crazy now. Okay, so here we go. We have mini white, right? Okay, so this wave 4 went deep, but as you can see, the wave 1 has started over there. Because we are in the white scenario, white wave 4, not the gray, okay? We are in the white one, and that means, of course, you would like to see invalidation with the wave 1 in the white scenario. and this is your invalidation of bullish, of course. Okay, so we still I would say in a bullish scenario here, yeah, and you're still looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, the same as the crypto market right now is showing for most of the 4 and a 5, probably. Okay, here we go. Unless WX and a Y again, but yeah, it can be. I mean, you didn't took the high here yet. Yeah, you didn't took the high. Therefore, I'm still looking for higher. If not, therefore you have to turn into WX and a Y, moving impulsively toward the downside. If that happens, therefore invalidation, yeah, you can consider this kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No, wave 5 is longer. Well, I don't see anything bearish. Everything is still corrective. So simply just lower prices, guys. Just getting correction, turning this into 3 ways up, 3 ways down. Again, of course, moving toward the upside. Okay. Whether you are continuing in a zigzag here, probably turning it into a zigzag, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal. Yeah. In case only if we are bearish, of course. Currently, we're still looking for higher. Cool. So still looking for higher, very simple. And of course, if the crypto total market is moving for higher, therefore you can expect that all the coins gets higher prices, right? All right, that was a deep one for the capital market. Let's put it on the daily group. Here we go. Okay, that was for the capital market, guys. Let's add the timing as well. Let's add the timing since we have started with this one. I think we start Bitcoin at 12 minutes somehow. And I think here we start at 20. Let's say, okay, at least, yes. It took 7 minutes at least, that's true. So 28 at FET. All right, so yeah, let's see the other altcoins, guys, what they are doing today. So we saw some higher prices on Sui, Render. I'm not sure all of them. I didn't look. FET is also moving for higher. However, yeah, FET is a little bit choppy here. Yeah, you can see a lot of psychology in this area, right? Even from here, yeah, everything is like very volatile, but sideways at the same time. But definitely you have bottomed here. Definitely you have an X or a wave 4. And that means, of course, the scenario still applying here where you might be in an ABC for a wave W here. You have an X, ABC as well for X. Be careful, you might have already finished a diagonal wave A, B, and a C toward the upside. This wave C is exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so let's add those to the micro here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is the wave C, yeah, which is after potential diagonal here, A, B, and a C. Okay, and that means that we might, of course, have finished kind of like, yeah, it can be WX and a Y, very simple. Even the wave Y, it is allowed to not take the high, yeah, of the W. It can be, guys. Why? Because we see simply, currently, we see 3 waves. Unless this is gonna turn into double 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. That is a different, totally different scenario here, which is very bullish. But preferably, if we're gonna see this, preferably to not break this trend. Okay. If we want to see this bullish scenario in double 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, preferably to not break this trend. If we break this trend, momentum is gone. Okay, momentum is gone for double 1, 2, meaning yeah, it's hard to get a wave 3. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for right now to see if we are still bullish in double 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5. Probably, nobody knows. It can be even 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I doubt it. I doubt it. Much higher probability double 1, 2s here. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this is going to unfold. I hope that this I don't want to sound hopium here, but I hope that this pattern moves or shift to something bullish, because yeah, if it goes bearish, it's gonna be a very long time again, yeah, towards the downside. That's annoying. It's not big. It's not gonna be very like yeah, like taking the low and so on, but it's gonna be boring, you know, guys. So again, yeah, we have to wait a long time before we move for the bull run again. So that is the idea. Yeah, but basically we still have a chance. This is what I would like to say. But if we move inside it here, if we want to say that this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, well, yes, it can be very easily. Okay, FET is hard a little bit on the micro level, but basically you can have something like this as leading diagonal can be like you have here a zigzag wave 1, correction, zigzag wave 3, correction, and then finally you have a wave 5 here. Okay, then wave 2, meaning 1, 2, wave 3, or A, B, and a C. Okay, and this is your wave 2, therefore, and moving toward the upside. So let's keep those scenario, of course, as well in mind. So we're gonna put also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna be in yellow, and one more higher can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is gonna be in orange brackets. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna see how this is going to unfold. Cool, that was for FET. If we break this trend, guys, if we break it, therefore, yeah, consider we're moving toward the downside. Now, what it might happen if we move towards the downside? Are we going directly there? Well, there is one more chance, of course, for an A, B, and a C after an A, B, C, and you move one more high towards the upside, but still corrective, yeah, at the end. It means just simply taking time, right? Yeah, but until we break this one, we're gonna see, of course, what's gonna happen. Cool. Let's see something else. Render. We are at 33 minutes. Okay. So render. Okay. For render on the micros as well, we are very close to the top as well as we were looking for here. We are on the 15-minute chart. I did not update yet here. Okay, let's see what happened with this count. So we got a, yeah, the problem here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So if you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a diagonal as a wave 1 in the yellow here, you got your wave 2, and then you got 1, 2, 3, yeah, and then you got the wave 4 invalidation. So therefore in render, somehow it is already invalidated but still looking for higher. But this higher prices are not impulsive again. Yeah, they are not impulsive. Everything is overlapping, as you can see, overlapping, which is not good at all, guys. Yeah, it doesn't look impulsive for me. And something corrective might still be unfolding here. It can be, of course, a big ABC as well after having ABC before. But we're gonna see now. Basically, if you want to go with the same scenario, maybe the invalidation is, I don't know if we want to take it with a grain of salt here, but I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I don't see it here as finished wave 3 and then wave 4 over there. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. And even the wave 5 cannot be counted. Yeah. And what should I take it like? Four 1-2s? That's too much. Okay. And that is not really nice. Okay, so the count here, there is no 1-2s anymore, I think. Now, this is definitely an impulse internally, and that means, of course, it might be an A, B, and a C here, and it can be something else, somehow like A, B, and a C, therefore, or W, X, and a Y, W, X, and a Y internally. That is a very complex structure, but nothing is impulsive in it. Nothing is impulsive. Everything is just simply overlapping. And here we go. We come to a point where we see weakness in the top of it. Yeah. So, and it start to move for lower. So yeah, I would say render, it doesn't really look perfect for bullish right now. Okay. We didn't even took the high yet. So yeah, possibilities goes much higher for W, X, and a Y. Let's remove this ABC, put it as W, X, and a Y. Okay, so this is a higher possibility here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna clean up here. Definitely this is an A, B, and a C internally somehow. If we want to take it as diagonal, can be also, but and I don't know how much accurate would be. Let me check. Well, yeah, the wave here is starting to expand a little bit, but still possible. Of course, still can be possible as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even wave 5, well, yeah, we can say the wave 3 is long enough. It can be, of course, it can be diagonal, guys. So A, B, and a C. Probably we're gonna see, guys. But I would say let's watch what's gonna happen with this fib level. Let me give you the key level here. So the key level, guys, taken from this point to this point. If we move down, okay, if we move down to the 2.9, here we go. Let me put it to the right. Here we go. Okay, if we take the one-to-one fib level, okay, at 2.93, and that means, of course, an A, B, and a C. We're gonna see the reaction exactly here. If the reaction of the price action moves toward the upside impulsively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning at least we are looking for an A, B, and a C here. And what does it mean in a bigger overview? We're gonna see, of course. So there is a chance before taking this low again. Of course, there is a chance to take the one-to-one fib level here and then move toward the upside. So let's check what does it mean in a bigger view, this signal here. So if we get something like this here, what it might be the whole thing here. So it's not impulsive because you don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Unless this, okay, this is a very huge wave 4, guys. Even if we didn't took the invalidation, it's already like out of possibility. Yeah. So therefore, I think that this can be somehow like another structure corrective, meaning you have kind of like A here, 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then 5 ways down. Okay. And if you get this, you might get, of course, here another ABC, sorry, A, B, and a C, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning A, B, and a C zigzag, plus an X in between. So we might get kind of like a flat by a zigzag for W, X, and a Y. Those are the possibilities here. I don't see anything impulsive yet. That because, of course, if we are impulsive here towards the downside as bearish, I would say like you should not come to this far. Because if you are in a 1, 2, 3 here, your wave 4 already invalidated. Therefore, something is going on in the crypto market. It's not very bearish. It's not very bullish yet. And it needs simply sometimes to correct itself, the market, and of course to find a direction. But hopefully that we don't take the low. Because if we take the low, we're gonna lose, of course, the impulse here. 1, 2. Yeah, in case we are in a 1, 2 here, we're gonna lose it. We are already very close. If you remember here, we took the 886, yeah, but we didn't took the low yet. Yeah, so the chance still there, of course, for example, it can be, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse as we saw on the capital market, for example. It's not a rule. Again, it's a guideline when you take the 886. However, this is a wave 2 of diagonal, not of an impulse, meaning you still have the chance, of course, to move for higher, meaning as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal toward the upside, right? 5 ways. So this is what I mean with not taking the low. So if the things will a little bit adjust itself, it might be as well another scenario where you have ABC here correction. So you might have a zigzag already, wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5. You start a leading diagonal, and then starting a wave 2, and then wave 3 toward the upside. And by the way, this scenario might apply on the whole crypto market. Okay, right now, because we are testing something unusual, yeah, something not so bullish, something not so bearish, and it looks like starting with corrective wave zigzag, and that gives us, of course, the scenario of potential wave leading diagonal wave 1. Can be, guys. And if we start with a leading diagonal, that means, of course, an impulse is a huge impulse is preparing toward the upside. Because remember, if you are in a big wave 1, 2 here, you need a huge wave 3. And for a huge wave 3, you need a big wave 1 with a leading diagonal preferably. Remember, 70%, a leading diagonal means, of course, an impulse toward the upside as a wave 1. Okay? 30% means ABC as a zigzag. So when you get a leading diagonal. Therefore, if this is a formation right now of a leading diagonal in the crypto market, that is also bullish. That is also bullish. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that's it for render. We're gonna see the next one. Let's see Sui at 41. 42 actually. Okay, Sui is a little bit better from render, by the way. On the micro level, you can see that this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside here. That it did not invalidate, of course, this wave 1 first, and second, even internally with this move toward the upside here, where you have potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, you got a wave 2, and then another 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3. The wave 4, if this is your wave 4, did not invalidate it. You see the gap? You did not took the zone 1, which is a perfect impulse still on Sui. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finished wave 3, moving for a wave 4, having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now this is the problem right now, right? You're looking still for a wave 5 to finish this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. In the wave 5, now we got an invalidation. Why? Because if you are in a... Oh, let me check one thing first. I just realized something. Okay. Potentially, even the 1, 2 is here. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, because here you don't have invalidation wave 4. Yeah, but the problem, you didn't took the high, and that's also problematic. Wave 5. Truncated, that's bad. If this is truncation, what I mean, you finished an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without taking the high. And that is a truncation, but let me check first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5 can be. Okay, it can be an impulse here if this is a wave 1. Okay. If not, if this is not a wave 1, we have to keep the scenario of a diagonal. Okay, we have to keep the scenario of an ending diagonal here, and that means let's forget that this is an impulse. Potentially, this is of course ABC, and this is your impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave A. You got a wave B, and then you got a wave C. Yeah, so because that looks exactly like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave A, B, and a C. This is much more, I would say, a better reading here as an ABC. So basically, you can be, of course, in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Therefore, you take the high, and therefore you finish somehow wave 5, wave 5, wave 5. Okay, all of them will be finished and done there, meaning you finish a wave 1 here. Very interesting. So this is has turned somehow to an impulse, but now the things are in the hand of this diagonal. Okay, if we don't see a diagonal finishing here as a wave 5, that is gonna be bad, and preferably even, by the way, preferably to take this high, not just this one. By the way, this is your high, this is your wave 3, guys. Okay, so you need a very sharp diagonal. Actually, I'm not sure how much is gonna be, how much is gonna give it to us. You know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. So if not, therefore something is wrong. Therefore we are corrective. Therefore we are in a wave Y. Very simple. Okay, the scenario is there. Yeah. The scenario as bearish is there. Not bearish again. It's corrective again. Okay, so I cannot say bearish. When I say bearish, it means like impulse towards the downside. Okay, just to understand each other's, guys. When I say it's moving down corrective, it means like something corrective. It might move towards the upside. But when I say bearish, that means, of course, impulsive. Okay, but nothing is yet bearish, of course. Meaning you still can have 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then, of course, maybe continuation toward the upside, or the scenario that we talked about it, potentially 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and a 5, or we're gonna see, guys. Maybe here you're gonna get the wave 4, like 1, 2, 3. Well, but you need the high. Yeah, you need the high. So 1, 2. Yeah, that would be an ugly diagonal for Sui. But yeah, we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. Basically, we still have an option, of course, to get higher here. Okay, and here we go. It's moving high. So yeah, that is something interesting. Okay. Let's see how this is going to unfold. Let's see if we take the high. If we don't take the high, guys, whatever it's gonna happen, if you cannot count really and you're still beginner with the Elliott wave, just simply take this number. If you don't take the 2.91, if the price doesn't take it, okay, and still under it, therefore we're moving down. Very simple. Okay. All right. Solana. Let's see Solana for 48. Okay, for Solana, let's. I didn't check. I think yesterday we did Solana. Let's see. Micro level. I'm doing so much micro right now because it's the most important thing right now to check. Because if you simply look outside of it, it's an impulse. If you look at it from outside, you will say, okay, that is simply an impulse. Solana is very interesting, by the way. We already confirmed it. But for other crypto, you will say, okay, it's simply an impulse. But yeah, internally, it's not really a nice impulse. So Solana, basically yesterday we did this a 1-2 here, 1-2. Wow, the wave 3 even has developed yesterday. Very nice. It gave us what we want, by the way. It gave us what we are looking for. We said if we are in a wave Y here, you would like to finish in 3 waves, A, B, and a C, and here we go. But if you are in an impulse, you would like to see simply continuation toward the upside after a wave 4 and a 5. Here we go. And right now, I think it is even done and finished. Why? Because, let me check. First, oh, not yet. We didn't took the high yet. So preferably to take, preferably to take the high, guys. Okay. Very, very important. And no truncation. Please, no truncation, because truncation means a reversal. Okay. So what we might have here is 1, 2, 1, 2, or yeah, it can be 1, 2, 1, 2, even 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave, first wave 5 here, and then you have 4, 5, potentially even double 4, 5. Yeah, it can be double 4, 5 still having to the top here. Okay, so this looks impulsive so far because you have the 1, 2s here, you have the wave 3, you got the wave 4, you start the first wave 5. Currently, you're moving for the second wave 5 as well. Cool. HPKA. Hello, brother. How are you? I'm good, bro. Nice to see you here, and welcome to the live stream. So Yeah, basically Solana is looking different, guys, right? Have you realized? Different from Solana and Sui. It looks really nice. Almost finished. It took the high, while Render and Sui, it didn't took the high of this thing yet. We're still there. Very interesting in Solana. Okay, that looks like a very clear impulse right now. Okay, cool. I hope that all the altcoins will follow, guys. Let me check just fast on Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin also, yeah, right? So Bitcoin also took the high. So we can say we are on the way towards a wave three here, yeah, hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully we get this. If we get this, therefore, of course, we are bullish. I short BTC from 104K. Should I exit or hold? It's your decision, buddy. It's your decision. I just do the analysis and, of course, you decide. So we said, of course, the target might be hit at the 110K. Okay. So next, let's see next, guys. So Solana is on the way, as we said. So we might see, of course, one more high or two highs. Let's see virtuals. 52. Okay, virtuals. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. All right. Okay, virtuals is different. Is totally different, and that because yesterday in the lower time frame we have already counted as 1 2 3 4 5 leading diagonal for wave 1, wave 2. We got already 1 2 3 4 5 perfect impulse inside it for a wave 3. We got a wave 4 in the yellow and a wave 5 toward the upside. So very interesting in virtuals that we have a completed impulse, very nice, and perfection. Yeah, with perfection here. You finish a wave 1, and that's why you went very deep for a wave 2. Now, unfortunately, yes, this can be, of course, kind of like a 1 2 3 4 5, because, of course, your wave 3 is 1 2 3 4 5. You got a wave 4, 1 2 3 4 5. So, obviously, it looks like kind of like, but this is nice, of course, to see here the wave 1. It doesn't look really like an impulse, actually. It doesn't look like an impulse. This looks for me like an ABC, for example. Yeah. And if this is the case, I would say, so what if this is a W for a zigzag here? And then you got the X and you got a zigzag, of course, for the wave Y, right? So as I mentioned, always an impulse can mimic also a WX and a Y sometimes if you have an issue with the internal waves, right? So if you have issues with an impulse inside the wave 1, wave 3, wave 5, therefore you have to be careful. It might turn very simply to a WX and a Y. And if that is the case scenario, well, as you can see, the wave 2 has hit perfectly in the blue box here, which is the perfect targets for wave 2 taken from this, from this impulse. And yesterday, I think we were somewhere here, and I said, of course, we might be moving toward the upside. So here we go. Yeah, so virtuals is showing something nice. Again, leading diagonal, because virtual loves leading diagonals as well in the impulses of the wave 1. So I just realized this as a characteristic for this chart, for this coin. It loves to do leading diagonals as wave 1 always. So 1 2 3 4 and a 5, wave 2. You start 1 2 3, wave 4, no invalidation, very nice impulse toward the upside. 1 2 3 4 5, guys. Virtuals is a incredible coin, I would say, and that's why I started to put this coin so often on the channel. Okay, I don't think that is ABC here, but let's keep it as scenario. Okay, can be. In case you are in ABC, meaning like A, B, and a C, this is a zigzag and then moving down. Yeah. But I would say this currently looks like a perfect impulse because you start already with a diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is all the yellow brackets. Here we go. yeah, so very interesting, guys. Okay, so I would say this is a wave 3. Currently, you're working on the wave 4, wave 5. Key levels, key levels to be watched and to be careful with it. Let's take the highest of the wave 1. Okay, invalidation of this bullish is taking this price. Okay, taking the 1.5, exactly 1.5. Okay, very psychological number also. If the wave 4 is gonna dive deeper and take the 1.5, which it should not be based on this first leg, A, B, C, it should be finished and done. We should move for wave 5 next. Okay, let me check internally. 5 minutes. Yeah, this is even 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. You see here, there is no impulse. Whatever you have here as let's say it is an impulse, you have ABC, and you finished with 3 waves. Once you finish with 3 waves, okay, thank you. It's already clear. We are in W, X, and a Y. This, whatever you have here, you have a zigzag, X, and a Y. Okay, so therefore this is an A, a B, and a C. Probably this wave C might be, of course, moving deeper, but look at the beginning of it. It looks like 3 waves. If you are in 1, 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4 again, well, this did not interfere yet. So yeah, can be. So you have to consider 3 waves down, 3 waves up. You have to consider here maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so one more leg toward the downside. Let's take the 1-to-1 fib level also for more signals here. Let's see, did we took the 1-to-1? Well, almost. It didn't touch it, so it might now touch it and take it and then move toward the upside, probably. Otherwise, you have, if we overshoot it, of course, the percentage start to increase for invalidation, but there is no 100% invalidation before taking the 1.5. Okay. So I would say this is a nice movement for virtuals here. Okay. It might start to move toward the upside after all. You have a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at least as a target anyway, because we are in a big impulse as target. At least you are looking for the 1-to-1 fib level, meaning zigzag. Okay, at least. So you might see this, guys, 1.9. And if you are in an impulse, 1.6, 2.31, meaning you would like to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. All right. That was for virtual. Let's move to the special request, guys. HBK, can you suggest me from where should I learn Elliott wave properly? Currently learning from YouTuber Kunz. Yes, of course. I mean, you can learn from YouTube, from any channels. You can, of course, choose a book on Amazon, but you have to choose the right book. You cannot choose like something very advanced if you are very beginner. And honestly, nowadays, of course, I mean, YouTube is the first source for if you find, of course, the right source for education, which is, of course, our channel as well, very educative as well. During the video, as you can see, I explain everything, and I try, of course, to bring education at the same time, not just simply saying signals and what it might happen and so on. So I try, even as you can see on the micro level, I try to explain it exactly why I have some issues in the coins here regarding the wave 3, which is short on some coins like SUI here. As you can see, we have a short wave 3 on render, the same. You have a short wave 3. So I try to explain it, of course, for education. And every day, from every video, you can learn something new. Yeah, this is how it worked for many people, and many people on the Discord as well. Don't forget, you can also join our Discord. You can learn, you can ask questions. I can help you, of course, and so on. Yeah, but of course our Discord is not for to tell you if you have to sell or to buy. Of course, this is the thing. Yeah. So link USDT Mard, you're welcome, bro. Here we go. That is link for you. Actually, I have seen your channel first time, and you are doing much better than other. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for, and I appreciate the support. Sometimes, of course, you come to a level, you ask yourself, "Am I doing wrong? Am I doing right?" And do they love it or they do not? Because sometimes also um, the analytics doesn't show always supportive numbers, yeah. And especially in the beginning, guys, of YouTube channel, it's very hard. It's very how to say, challenging towards yourself. Thank you for your words. That means a lot, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm glad always that it helps. So yeah, so let's start with the special request. Let's see with 1 hour, 1 minute. Here we go. And by the way, Kunz is also a good colleague in Elliott Wave, definitely. So let's see with here we go. Brother, there is no need to thank me. Okay, bro. Anyway, I cannot. I have to thank you. Thank you for your kind words always. Thank you, man. All right. So so yesterday we saw WIF, right? We saw what it might happen. We said that WIF is looking nice, is looking good, is looking strong, right? We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got, of course, our blue box as expected between, of course, the 0.38, 0.5 fib level. We did not get invalidation. So all the indications here says that we still, of course, bullish. We're still looking for higher prices. Now on the 15-minute chart here, we can see, of course, even our clear impulse. Now, despite this wave 3, which is short here, we did not invalidate it yet. And you're still looking to something impulsive, by the way, here. So let's move inside it a little bit. I don't have here the full micro, the micro counting for a wave, but we can do at least for this wave 5. So basically here, you cannot really count a wave an impulse, right? Where you see 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Probably this is, of course, here a wave C. Why? Because, of course, this is a low. You got something as 3 waves first. You got a wave B, and then you moved for an impulse toward the upside. And that means, of course, this is kind of like 3 waves. It can be zigzag, by the way. Yeah. This can be an impulse internally. You cannot really see it, but it can be like a zigzag 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Probably. Okay. And don't forget that this is already looking like a diagonal. Here we go. So sometimes, of course, when it becomes very complicated, even for the waves, guys, take it in general view. Look at it. Yeah. Look at it, of course, in general. Does it seems like a diagonal? Now, true, the wave 3 is longer than the wave 1, but again, new Elliott wave rules are allowing a wave 3 in diagonal to be longer than the wave 1. But for my own guideline, for me, I always say, but it should be always looking contracting. This is very essential, guys. Meaning always have the trend lines from the 1 to the wave 3, from the wave 2 to the wave 4. If it doesn't look contracting, therefore, okay, well, I cannot even apply the new rules here, okay? It's not contracting anymore. So therefore, it's still fine. It is contracting. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Potentially, it can be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5 here. Yeah. So as a bullish, you still can consider this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Unless if we are bearish, of course, therefore you have to consider here finished. Potentially even it can be an impulse finished here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, by the way, the same as virtuals, if you remember, and then having ABC for a wave 2, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. Okay, so if that is the case scenario, it can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, I would say here. And you have a potentially finished wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyway, you need this sooner or later. So here we go. And if you are here is a problematic, I'm coming to it. And if you are impulsive here, you probably are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, diagonal to finish, of course, here something for higher. Okay, it can be something for higher, meaning it can be continuation for a wave 5 here, if this wave 5 is not, of course, finished there. But I think that this looks like a perfect impulse, guys, finished, the same as virtual. So I believe that this might be corrective, okay, and that because, of course, you see a very clear impulse toward the downside. This is what I was coming to tell you about as a very strong signal, is that you have a very strong impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means it might be an A, B, and a C. Besides that, it looks like a diagonal. I don't really so much trust it. I see this much more like potential something corrective. It can be double zigzag, by the way. Here we go, WX and a Y. And then moving toward the downside. Okay, now you will ask me, okay, but which one, KG? That's very confusing. Yes, that's true. Because you have several scenarios. So what are the scenarios here? You have first scenario ABC, or you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very simple, because you have finished here potentially 1, 2, 3, and you're looking for a wave 4 and a 5. Okay, so if this wave 5 is moving toward the upside still, you need, of course, a wave 2, right? Now, this wave 2, if it's gonna finish somehow like a 3 waves toward the downside and continuation for higher, therefore, directly you have to move and shift for this scenario where we are going to take the high and probably, of course, continuation of 3, 4, 5 towards the upside, okay? So the signal that you need here to see is simply wave 2 taking the high. If you know this channel, I always mention to confirm a bullish scenario, always wait for 5 waves up, 3 waves down, continuation toward the upside, taking the high. This is a confirmation of a wave 3. The same is happening here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You wait for the 3 waves down. You move toward the upside. You break it. This is your confirmation for a wave 3. Cool? This is how we know which scenario is gonna work. If this you don't see it, and you see kind of like impulsive wave, that's your wave C, definitely. And your wave C target might be A, B, and a C, which is a zigzag here, 1-to-1 fib level. But let me just put the fib very accurate. Here we go, 0.72. Okay, if you see here like an impulse toward the downside, this is might be the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is how we know, guys. Again, is it possible to pay in crypto for Patreon membership? On Patreon, no, it's not possible actually for crypto. I think it's only through it's only through a Visa or PayPal, something like that. Yes, and I don't have this for crypto, of course. I don't have one for crypto. All right, so but yeah, you can, if you want, you can have the lifetime, which is, of course, the lifetime. You can have the KGT indicator with it, of course, the KGT. Yeah. If you have been a long time on the channel, of course, you know what KGT is. It's an indicator that I developed where we can get, of course, the bullish and bearish divergences to show, of course, the things. If you want this, you can get directly. So because it is one-time payment, so yes, it's possible, of course, through crypto. All right, so that was it for WIF. You can send me also an email, HPK, if you want, of course, to have lifetime. You can send me an email. You can see the email, of course, in the info of the channel. And of course, I will reply to you as soon as possible. So with Sai, let's see Sai at 1 hour 10 minutes. Here we go. All right, so for Sai USD, here we go. Yes, we did Sai before many times. We did it on the live streams. So we have kind of like, it's not so bad chart because it's at least it's not impulsive towards the downside. This is the most important thing, right? It's not impulsive towards the downside. So as you can see, you have 3 waves toward the upside. Wave A, B, C here finished, and then having 3 waves up again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning this is a big corrective wave here, right? For a wave B. Therefore, definitely we're looking here for A, B, and a C toward the upside. Of course, another scenario, let me add it, W, X, and a Y is also a potential scenario, okay? The WX and Y, the difference is, of course, that the wave Y can finish in a zigzag, can finish in a flat, can finish in a triangle. While a wave C has to finish in 5 ways, impulse or diagonal, okay? Those are the different possibilities. Now let's move inside it, of course, inside this area to see what's going on the 2 hours chart. So after this low with this correction where we took, of course, this low and we start to move toward the upside here potentially, and we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, wave 1. You have an A, B, and a C finished. Very nice for Sai. Let me clean up a little bit here. Now we took the 1-to-1 fib level. We have to be careful, of course. 1-to-1 taken from okay, I'm not sure from it, but it should be taken from here. A, B, and a C. Come on, here we go. Okay, the 1-to-1 fib level has been passed, and even if you take it to the high, it is 100% taken. Okay, meaning be careful from being here the W, yeah, the W, X, and a Y, okay, W, X, and a Y. Because, of course, as an impulse, you have to take it here, 1, 2, 1, A, B, C for wave 2, and then moving toward the upside impulsively. If you are in W, X, and a Y, you might be here in an A, B, and a C, 3 waves, right? And then having A, B, C, and finally A, B, C. Yeah, you see this zigzag, finished wave Y. Okay? Unless we would like to see right now simply continuation toward the upside. So currently in this wave, I'm looking here at 1, 2. I'm not gonna move in the micro. Obviously, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. This wave 5 has 2 options to finish. Whether it is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, or it is in a formation of a ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If you are bullish, of course. If we are bearish, and that because you might have kind of like impulsive wave here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yes, this is an impulse, be careful. And that means you have to consider the wave Y as well. So what if we are also in an A, B, and a C first? Gray. Here we go. So what if we are in a wave ABC for this wave 4? Okay, this wave 4. Okay, it can be, guys. It can be, of course, a longer wave 4 because the wave 2, by the way, is long in time somehow. Now, this wave 4 looks fine with it, but it can be a little bit longer. It still can be. And then moving toward the upside, unless you finish wave Y and you're moving toward the downside. Key levels. Where do I know that we are bearish? Invalidation of bullish. Here we go. Once the price sink so much and touch the wave 1, therefore invalidation of bullish. Simply it has finished in 3 ways up, and that means you finish the whole thing in W, X, and a Y. Okay? What does it mean? It means that you're moving toward the downside. You're gonna take this low here, meaning everything here was corrective, and you're moving toward the downside for a new low to get some power, some energy, and moving toward the upside, unless you are bullish. Okay? If you are still above this area, you're very bullish. Okay? Foresight. Ted, how are you doing, buddy? Good. Can we do FARTCOIN? Yes, sure. With pleasure, buddy. Here we go. FARTCOIN. Okay. Let's do SPX first. SPX at 1 hour 15. Okay. All right. SPX. So for SPX on the daily, well, on the daily, we are in a wave 1, right? Or a wave A here. So something very leading diagonal here, despite the very extended wave 1. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 2 given. And then, of course, another diagonal for a wave 1. Again, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. For a formation of a wave 3. Okay? So that means you are currently impulsive towards the upside. You are in the middle of a wave 3, and you're looking for a wave 4 and a 5 later on. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay? For a wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 for higher prices again. And then having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Let's move inside it, by the way. So if you are here in a wave 4, you are currently in 1, 2, and potentially why we have diagonal here. Let me check again. This might be from something older, before the price action has evolved, because we didn't do SPX since my trip as well. Okay, so 1, 2, this is not the diagonal. Definitely, we were estimating a diagonal. What if 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? But this is not a diagonal. This is an impulse simply. You can count here a 1, 2 extended, wave 3 already given, wave 4 very small, as you can see. Because let's dive inside it. You have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then you have 4 and a 5, which is your wave 2 here. Okay, guys. So just to explain how we count this as a wave 1. So wave 1, and then you have wave 2, of course, given definitely finished here as ugly, very ugly diagonal. What an ending diagonal. Okay, very equal with the waves. But however, it's finished here, and then you're moving toward the upside. This is your wave 3 definitely. So let's clean up a little bit here and see what's going on step by step. So this is your wave 3, and that means, yes, okay, it's your wave 3, but that means how many 1, 2s here? 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, 3. If this is a wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a wave 3. Okay. This is a wave 3. Why? Because this is your wave 1, 2, and then you're looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And the wave 4 given without interfering with the zone 1, but very, very, very small gap. Okay. Meaning it's an eligible impulse here that you are looking at. And this is a wave 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Also no interfering. So it's a good impulse, I would say. All right. So that means it left us here with double 1, 2s before it. Okay. So we have double 1, 2s, and you have a big wave 1, 2 as well. Interesting. So We're gonna start here 1, 2, and then yeah. So this is still far. Here we go. This is, by the way, the main one. I'm gonna put it in round yellow. Here we go. This is the main one, 2, and we have this is a wave 3, and that means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a white scenario. Here we go. This is a white. And then you have a final one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your bracket scenario in orange. To finish a wave 3, to finish later on wave 4 and a 5. Here we go. Great. That's it. This is what's going on now in SPX. So we are looking for a wave 5 for this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, this wave 5 has to unfold in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You want simply to move toward the upside to take the all-time high. Okay, don't forget that you didn't took the wave 3 yet. The all-time high here is not taken yet. Okay, therefore you would like to see this continues for higher. If you want targets are already there, by the way. This is yes, 0.618, 100%. So I'm gonna put this as 2 hours chart folder. Just always separate, so 2 hours. Okay. So basically, this one here should be, of course, looking for this wave 5. Okay. And your target is $13 almost. Okay. With those several 1, 2s here that you are looking at. Okay. Yep. So we're going to see how this is going to unfold. But yeah, basically, this is how it should be. Here we go. Somehow. 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Good. That was for SPX, guys. Let's see AAVE at 1 hour 22. Okay. AAVE is a nice chart. Is a nice one. It's very impulsive on the daily. Let's see. Do I have it here? No. Okay. AAVE. Here we go. As you can see on the daily, we have, let's see the all-time history. Here we go. On the all-time history, we have a very bullish chart. Okay. We have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, the market has found psychology over there. After an impulse down, you got an impulse up, meaning, of course, psychology has changed. We move toward a direction for higher 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, W, X, and a Y. And then you're moving in 1, 2, 1, 2 right now. Okay. Now, of course, that is different scenarios, as you can see on the all-time history, where you might still be in a very long correction. It can be W, X, and Y, or ABC here for 1 to 1 fib level, meaning you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you might be in a very long ABCDE, right? Triangle, ABCDE, and then moving toward the upside. In this case scenario, definitely you are only in ABC, the white one, not a wave 2, because a wave 2 is not allowed to be a triangle. Okay? Is not allowed to be a triangle, meaning only wave C. And that makes difference with the targets, of course, right? And the pattern that it might unfold. Internally, right now, if we are in double 1, 2, you would like to see continuation toward the upside, which is happening, right? And if we dive inside this move toward the upside, you see a very nice leading diagonal for wave 1, 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 1 here. Therefore, you have an ABC for a wave, of course, A here. A, like this wave B should be here, by the way. This is a blue scenario, sorry, guys. For a wave 2, okay, here we go. So you have wave A, B, and a C for a wave 2 or a wave B. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, A, B, and a C expanding flat, and then moving toward the upside. Let me clean up a little bit here. Okay. So we finished. Yeah, it was not impulsive. I was looking if this is gonna be impulsive continuation with the white scenario. Latest update, I think it was here the price. So it did not. It has simply finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning it says simply here A, B, and a C. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow. Okay, and then continuation, simply continuation toward the upside. Now it is true that we didn't took the 0.38 on the logarithmic chart, but on the linear chart it is very, very close for it. Okay, very close for it, and I would say even, I think, yeah, this target should be taken 1, 2. Okay, this is the wave 5. Okay, no, it was true, it was right. Yeah, so barely touched, but I think it's fine. It's fine. Don't forget that this is only guideline, not a rule. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. Simply continuation. On the 15-minute chart right now, if we take the micro, yeah, again, the same problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Problematic, but still fine. I mean, this is due, of course, to the tension last week, but it can correct itself somehow in a bigger time frame. So if we are in 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5 are unfolding toward the upside. Therefore, okay, we took already the high, which is good, but don't forget also the W, X, and a Y. Yeah, so in case the things doesn't get fixed, I'm gonna tell you the difference. So 1 second, blue, okay, or let's make it smaller. Okay, so you have two scenarios. Wave 4, as you can see, you have nice impulse, correction, continuation toward the upside impulsively. So you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 5. But if you are in a wave Y, you would like to finish over here, exactly here. Or one more high, can be one more high. Why? Because you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave C, which is an A, B, and a C, finishing wave Y in W, X, and a Y, where the wave Y is a big ABC. The W is big ABC, the X is also big ABC. Difference is to get 4 and a 5 for the bullish scenario. Okay? So this is what I'm looking for. Targets for wave 5, in case you are bullish here, you are looking for a wave 5 at the following targets. Here we go. In this blue zone. There you go. All right. That was for AAVE. Yep. So we would like to see 4, 5 to make sure that you are bullish, guys. If you are bullish, therefore it is 1, 2 continuation towards the upside simply as an impulse. Great. Let's take a look at JASMY. 29. All right, for JASMY. Okay. Let's go look at it. Okay. For JASMY, yeah, so we have ABC towards the downside, which is not a nice start, I would say, in the all-time history. It can be even 1, 2, 3 kind of, but yeah, not really. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse wave A, B, and a C. So this is zigzag towards the downside, starting correctively and also towards the downside. I mean, if you start corrective towards the upside, that is half problem, yeah. But if you're moving downward, that is not nice, because this is gonna turn to a wave C towards the downside, as you can see. Okay. However, if the market has found a new psychology here and we start to be impulsive toward the upside because correction finished potentially, and then you're moving now new psychology towards the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because this is very clear impulse for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, right? But only one problem can be here is your WX and a Y can be WX also and a wave Y can be finished, and you're starting now to be impulsive again towards the upside. So in both case scenario, I would say this should be, of course, impulsive and looking for higher. And you're looking here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knowing that it is expanding a little bit, which I don't like it, but still fine. This correction is kind of like impulsive as well, so be careful. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the signal. Wave 5 is only 3 waves, okay? And that turns it directly to WX and a Y, okay? Probably can be that the wave Y, therefore, is not finished yet. It is a flat where you have an X here and you still have a flat with a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. Okay, so let's check, of course, inside it on the lower time frame for JASMY. So for JASMY, before, of course, many days before my trip here, we were there. It has been a long time. We didn't update, I think. So here we go. So let's say we bottomed here exactly as we want in the blue box. This is what we were expecting. Currently, you are looking at a potential impulse toward the upside, but let me check the micro. Is it a nice impulse or... Oh, it looks nice. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, there is no issue with the impulse. So basically, it can be a finished impulse here for JASMY. Very interesting. It can be a finished impulse. So it can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave 5. Can be, of course, a 1, 2. Right now, you're looking at ABC, probably. Okay. One scenario, of course. If you are in WX and Y, always think about it, of course. Always think in both case scenario. So what if you are correct? If W, X, and a Y, probably, you still can have even lower X. Yeah, so the X can still, of course, be the ABC. And then, of course, we're going to see what's going to happen later on. But basically, nothing is impulsive towards the upside. Okay, so be careful. Nothing is yet impulsive towards the upside. I would say also you can see kind of like diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, this can be a diagonal. Wave 1, 2, 3, sorry, 1, ABC for a wave 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so be careful. Yep. I don't see yet bullish. Okay, I don't see yet continuation for bullish. Probably it can be 1, 2. Yeah. So as you mentioned, because you finished wave 5 here, probably it can be wave 1, 2. So yeah. Okay, that is for JASMY link. I think we did link also yesterday, but we can take a look again what happened today. So link. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so on link we have to be careful with it because of course yeah, you're still not yet very clear for higher prices, honestly, on link. Now, of course, it's a nice chart. It's a nice all-time history, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, impulsive toward the upside. Something very corrective is going on still. Can be, of course, an A, B, and a C, D, and a E triangle. Can be also W, X, and a Y. And it can be also something impulsive, but it starts to be a little bit far from impulse. So after a very complex structure, W, X, Y, X, and a Z, because this is a huge correction, to finish wave B or wave 2, you start to be impulsive over there. That's nice. We see an impulse, finally, clear price action, right? So 1, 2. Therefore, you start 1, 2, 3 for invalidation. What happened? Nobody knows. So this has turned into correction and it did not unfold continuously the wave 3. Okay. Therefore, you have to consider right now, okay, after an impulse, maybe an A, B, and a C has unfolded here, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y, and moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Okay, but this wave 2, based on the time, is very long for a wave 1. Okay, this is what I would like to mention. Based on timing, the wave 2 is very huge, and yeah, knowing that we start something like kind of like impulsive here on the 2 hours chart, let me show you, can be something impulsive. Let me check. Well, even not, even here you don't see an impulse. Yeah, this is kind of like expanding diagonal, which is very far scenario. I think this is a W where you have a zigzag, you have an X and another zigzag here for a wave Y. Therefore corrective, and you're still even moving corrective. So link is a little bit shaky, guys. So a little bit shaky, still not really clear with the price action. Okay. Final scenario on the 2 hours chart here. What if we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? But problematic is that you have impulse wave 1, you have a zigzag wave 3. Therefore, very low possibility. Cool. LC, Pepe, and POPCAT. Well, okay, I have to go, but we can take a very fast look at them. Yeah, very fast look, just to give you like a very fast point. Yeah, so I have to go because sorry guys. So 1.37. Here we go. FARTCOIN. Let's see FARTCOIN. Okay, so FARTCOIN yesterday also I think we did some analysis. I'm not sure. I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Okay, so basically we were looking anyway for the scenario here for this blue zone, obviously, and we hit it in what? As a wave 4. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we were looking for a wave 4 and we got it, guys, for FARTCOIN. Cool. This is your wave C. Let's arrange this. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Currently, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very interesting for FARTCOIN. What a coin. Okay, so we have very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And we have potentially, of course, wave 1 formation here. Done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. Okay, very interesting. So targets for a wave 5, I would say let's get the target and move for POPCAT. Here we go. This is your target for a wave 5. Next blue zone is this one. Okay, here we go. This is what you would like to see. 3, 4, and a 5. Be careful by just taking the high. It can be, of course, more than enough. Okay, more than enough just to finish a wave 5. Don't forget this. So count the wave. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. When you see it done, finished there, just okay. It might move down without reaching this area. Cool. Let's move POPCAT. Here we go. All right. For POPCAT. Okay, on the daily for POPCAT, let's check first. Okay, so POPCAT on the daily is corrective toward the upside, which is not bad. At least it is toward the upside, but corrective, not impulsive. You have A, B, and a C. The wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have, of course, a move here, W, X, and Y, and you're moving toward the upside in 5 waves in diagonal for wave 1, 2. Now, the wave 2 went very deep here, obviously. Let's move inside it. So if you have a wave 2, okay, it was expected wave 2 and we're looking for higher. Okay, the same thing here is happening 1, 2, 3. Okay, invalidation. You don't have even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is already invalidated directly unless you have finished 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5. But be careful from ABC. Okay. Let me check very fast inside. Yeah, the impulse is damage. Okay. The wave 3 here is damage. Therefore, I would say this is not an impulse. It can be, of course, something like ABC, yeah, or WX and Y. Okay, but here you are in a formation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very clear one. Now, if this is gonna correct it and start to consider it like an impulse, can be probably, despite what it happened here. Anyway, it looks already like a zigzag, but yeah. So yeah, be careful with it, of course, because the 1-to-1 fib level has been taken right now. I believe so. Yeah, let's see. Oh, not yet. Okay. So be careful from the 1-to-1 fib level. Yeah. So this is might be your target there. Okay. That is for POPCAT. Let's see Pepe. And for Pepe, the same as POPCAT. Yeah. Okay. You got invalidation. It took the zone 1, meaning no impulse, higher possibility you are in WX and a Y. Be careful again. You might take simply the high or the 1-to-1 fib level. Okay. It's the same scenarios. Nothing has changed. All right. Here we go. It might be somehow like that. And then moving down. Okay. All right, guys. Welcome, everyone. It was nice to see all of you. And yeah, don't forget to support the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you didn't yet. And I hope that you enjoyed the live stream and that you learned something new today.